Society is collapsing. Hey everybody, this is Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. Man, we see instances of it everywhere. What was that concert a day or two ago where all those people were trampled or suffocated or whatever? I don't know. There's so many reports, so many things going on around that. All the demonic symbols and stuff. Man, stuff is going on bad out there. Increased crime, increased violence due to detrimental effects for the police forces, whether it be due to defunding or people losing their jobs because they won't drink that color or that flavor soda. We got shortages. We got harsh winter coming on. We got a lot of stuff. We got economic problems that are unsustainable. I mean, our economy is not sustainable the way it is. We got housing bubble, massive housing bubble that's probably due to burst any time now. And then the adverse effects on our economy from that. An already weakened economy. All these things rolled together, man. It's time. It's rolling into a time where the powers that be, governments and stuff such like that, they go to war. Because what that does is it pushes their problems down the road. Then they don't have to deal with them right now. They know it's not sustainable. They know that they can't continue doing this. So it's not a perfect time ever, I don't think, but for them and for a lot of people, it's a perfect time to go to war. And the effects of that. A lot of issues, because then what happens is also people draw together. They're like, oh my gosh, we got to, draw together, America, or whatever country, and we got to be strong, we got to unite, we got to fight the bad guys. Who I don't think are really the bad guys. I mean, a lot of them, you look at the history of wars, especially in the United States. Why did we enter them? World War II, Pearl Harbor. We knew it was coming. Let it happen. Vietnam. How did we enter that? Do some research. Korea. Same thing. I mean, Gulf War. Blood oil. I mean, there's a lot. You look at the history. I mean, and I was in the military. I served my nation for 20 years, proudly. Maybe not so proud now that the light bulb has gone off my head, and I see what's going on. Just all these things, food shortages. I mean, this is all just coming into a big snowball to the perfect storm. So many people are still asleep. They think that, life is just going to go on normal. Everything's going to be fine. You preppers are paranoid. You guys are crazies. You guys are the ones causing the shortages. Pfft, right, yeah. Preppers don't do that. We're proactive, not reactive. We prep. We prepare for the future. We prepare in good times because we know the bad times are coming, whether it may be us losing our job, or natural disaster, or economic collapse, or an EMP, or war, or crop failures, meat shortages, shrinkflation, inflation. Yes, they are coming. The push for meatless society, push for cashless society, push. Pushing for whatever to happen. Troubles at the border, troubles with illegal immigration, thus aka criminality. Let's call it what it is. You come across our border illegally, you are violating a law, which means you're a criminal, period. There's nothing else. You're not whatever all these stupid terms are they come up with them nowadays. You are a criminal. You violated a law of the United States of America that makes you a criminal, period. I don't care how old you are. I don't care what your ethnicity is. I don't care what your religion is. I don't care. You are a criminal. So we have lots of problems with that. Inundating that. We have a lot of refugees being brought in from other countries that could cause more problems. We have in some areas in the United States, as in Europe is suffering from it greatly right now, areas where Sharia law is in effect and law enforcement officers won't even go into those areas. And defunding the police and fewer law enforcement out there anyway. So all this stuff, it just comes into a big storm. It is a lot to deal with, a lot to think about. Whew, what should we do about it? Well, we need to be working our way towards self-reliance, self-sustainability. Keep on prepping, working on our skills, stuff like that. Keep a positive mindset. But all these things are all indicators. There's so many indicators out there right now, and so many rabbit holes you can go down as far as conspiracy theory stuff. Everything is not a conspiracy theory, and every conspiracy theory is not true, but they definitely are true. There are ones that are true. There are big, powerful, influential people out there that have plans in place to ensure a version of the world that they like and that they see comes to fruition. And it doesn't include a lot of us. Look at depopulation, UN Agenda 21, Agenda 2030. Look at Georgia Guidestones. Look at a lot of things talking about global depopulation. Well, how? Why? War? Food shortages? Meat shortages? Financial collapse? EMP? All these things we talk about as preppers. Those kind of things would cause depopulation in probably those numbers, what they're talking about and what they're looking at, especially if it's the food. And they're buying water rights so they control the water. They're making things like collecting rainwater illegal. They're making things like growing your own garden illegal, raising your own cows, or charging you $5,000 per cow before you sell it. Things like that. There's a lot of stuff on the horizon. There's a lot of stuff to be aware of. This is just, we might pretty much feel like we're on the verge of a collapse. Societal collapse. It is just, immorality is being touted as being good. Yeah, I mean, people of faith are being demonized versus the other way around. Good people are being punished for a lot of different reasons. A lot of people, and the people I blame the most, are those that sit by and do nothing. True evil exists, is allowed to exist when good men do nothing. Did a video recently talking about what are you going to do about it? What are you doing about it? Are you prepping? Are you working on your ability to garden? Even in winter, you could still increase your ability to garden come spring. Raising your own animals? Are you out on street corners holding signs? Are you writing letters, emails, phone calls? Are you showing up at state capitals for rallies and or protests? Are you training with your people? Are you becoming equipped and ready to be a force for good when whatever happens, happens? We need to be thinking about these things. The world around us is just going crazy. It's like haywire. And it's just going to get worse. It's not going to get better until something big happens, all the trials, tribulations, stuff like that, and we come out the other side. Hopefully, when we do that, we come out the other side, hopefully then we'll be in a better position. But we need to weather that storm. And it's going to be a harsh storm and a long storm. Society completely falling apart around us. I mean, crime rates are going skyrocketing. Think about all the homeless encampments and all the drug problems and all the theft crimes, all the property crimes, all the violent crimes on increase. People are losing their minds. And there's not many people doing anything about it. Law enforcement, hands tied. Court systems, hands tied or just not willing to deal with it. Politicians don't care. They don't care about us. They care about themselves, their own pocketbooks. their own power, their own control, their own influence. Freedoms being infringed upon. People being forced and or suffering consequences for not capitulating, for not drinking that flavor soda. There's a lot going on. Beware, people. Stay frosty. Form groups. Get some training. Subscribe. Hit the like button. Comment below. Ring the notification bell and share the videos. Have a wonderful day and blessings to you and yours.